Hi everyone, it's Achita. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if you don't know, I'm a South Asian beauty content creator primarily on Instagram and TikTok. If you aren't already, make sure you're following me there too. So I've been getting a ton of requests on my Instagram to do a more slower, easy to understand walk through makeup routine. So I thought I'd show you my everyday makeup look. Because we're wearing masks, I don't typically wear a lot of makeup, and today I'm going to be doing foundation as well, just to show you like a full face of like everyday makeup. But on an everyday basis, I don't usually wear foundation, but I thought I'd show you like what my full face would look like. So how I prime my face is I use, just hydrating, a really good skincare. I have really dry skin, so I go in with a hydrating cleanser in the morning, then I use like a toner or an essence, and then I go in with the Hydrating Serum and a vitamin C serum and a Niacinamide Serum, and end with a good moisturizer that's going to make sure that I don't have any sort of like dry patches or anything. And if you're looking to make your makeup last longer, then I would suggest maybe like a primer that grips onto makeup, like the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. Here we go. Okay, and now I always color correct because that's the way that I've found that my foundations tend to match me the best. So I'm using the Lip Tinted Hue Stick in Balance, and this is like a corally peachy shade. Their shade Rise also works really well for me. So if you have like medium tone hyperpigmentation, any orange color corrector would work. If your hyperpigmentation is more darker or deeper, then I would say a red color corrector would work. If you have lighter skin complexion and have like more purpley hyperpigmentation, I would suggest a pinkish, more peachy color corrector, like their shade Perk. So if you see me looking over there, that's because I have a mirror over there, but I'm gonna go in and place this wherever I have hyperpigmentation, which is generally my dark circles around my mouth, and then maybe some spots, but honestly, I don't really mind if like some spots peek through and stuff. That just makes it look more natural. And then the key part is to blend in. A little goes a long way, so just like to blend that in with my fingers. So now that's all blended in, I'm gonna go in with my foundation. I usually use liquid foundation because I feel like that gives the most natural finish. I like ones that give like a satin or like glowy finish. But I've really been loving this Basma Beauty foundation stick. And although typically foundation sticks tend to be like drying or anything, this one's super like lightweight and leaves that natural glowy look, so I'm obsessed. And I'm the shade 020, and they're a Canadian brand, so I'm very, very happy to support them. And also the key part about these foundation sticks are that it's supposed to give you a perfect match, and they matched me with 020, and it's been an amazing match. So I like to just kind of apply like few stripes, I guess, all over. And this is where you get to control like how much you really want to apply. You don't have to get that full coverage look, because I don't really like a full coverage look. I just like to make sure everything looks even. And then I'm gonna grab my Rare Beauty foundation brush and then just blend this in. So I usually don't use a foundation brush because I've never really had luck with a foundation brush, like not looking, leaving that like I guess like swipey, bristly look. So I always use my beauty blender, but with this foundation stick, I just like that it blends so much nicer and quicker with a brush too. And like with the beauty blender, that would be like the one tool that I use pretty much, because I can blend my foundation, concealer, and like blush and contour with that. So I'm just like a huge beauty blender fan. Okay, now that that's all blended in, you can see that like the hyperpigmentation around my mouth and stuff is like all balanced out. And you can use foundation under your eyes as well if you don't really want to go in with concealer. Or you can do foundation and concealer, and that should like blend everything out evenly. But I'm gonna go in with concealer, and I always know that my color corrector works fine under my concealer. So I'm taking the Rose Ink Concealer in the shade 070. I've seen the trend all over TikTok where it's like if you let your concealer sit for a couple minutes, then it gives the most coverage, and I've seen that works really well too. So while that's kind of sitting, I'm gonna go in with my contour. And I'm using the Fenty Beauty Contour in Truffle. I've used this for years now. It's just super creamy, and I'm not really like contouring, I would say. I'm just pretty much warming up my skin complexion again to give that dimension. So I like to do it on my forehead a little bit, and then right where my ear starts, or like kind of where you suck in, but the top part of it, so not too low. And if you want, you can do the jawline as well, but I don't really do that on like an everyday basis. And then now you can go with the same foundation brush or like whatever brush you want and blend out the contour. So I like to just kind of like, I guess, what's this motion called, like stamp it out or whatever. And I would say finding a contour shade that works best for you is also important, because the wrong contour shade can make you look ashy or too like almost, or like too brown, I guess. So I feel like Truffle's like that right in between of like not too warm and not too cool toned, since I have a neutral undertone. And now that's all blended out, I'm going to use the Rose Ink concealer brush. You can also use, again, a beauty blender or whatever brush works for you, and I'm just going to blend that out. And I like to start off by like dragging the product outside a little bit so you don't get too close to the eye with like the most amount of product, because the closer I get to the eye, the more chances are of creasing. So I like to keep like kind of like a good distance and just blend it out wherever I have like the dark circle. And I find that this looks like the most natural as well. I also forgot to talk about like finding your perfect foundation match. I can go into more depth in like a different video or something, but basically I think with the brown skin, a lot of people think that we have just warm undertones, but that's not true. There's like warm, cool, neutral, olive, etc. And I have found that I actually have neutral undertone from just years of wearing warm foundation that was just too yellow on me. There's also this like jewelry test you can do, which is basically like if gold looks better on your skin, then you might have warm undertone, and if silver looks better on your skin, you might have cool undertone. And if like both look good, it's like neutral undertone. As a South Asian person, I always wear like gold jewelry, but also on an everyday basis, I love wearing silver jewelry. So I guess that also works out. It's like a true test. Now my concealer is all blended out, and since I have dry skin, I don't really like set my under eyes or anything like that. If I'm going for like a full glam look, then I would set it with some setting powder, just like brush on a little bit of powder. I don't do baking or anything. And now I'm gonna use the Merit blush in Cheeky. So what I've loved since like the beginning of 2021, I would say, is I've started gravitating a lot towards creamy products, because I think that gives like the best natural finish. And so I just take this and I just do it on my cheeks. I don't really just do it on like the upper. I know some people say like lay the blush just here so that it gives you more lifted look, or if you want more of like that highlighting your cheeks like look, then just do it on the apples of your cheek. But I just kind of like do it everywhere. I love blush. Okay, I'm taking my favorite blush brush, which is the Real Techniques RT405, and I'm gonna just blend it in. And I just really love any like rosy shades for blush, but I have been trying to use more like different shades, like terracotta or like orangey shades or peachy tones, and I feel like those also look so stunning on our skin. And now we're done with the base products. I'm gonna move on to the eyes. So for an everyday makeup, I don't do like an eyeshadow look or anything. I just like to take any sort of like cream product that I have. So this is the Mango People's Multistick in Jaipur, and I just take that a little bit and then just put it all over my eyes, and that's just gonna give you that pop of color. You can also just use your blush, or if you have like, if you want to just take like one eyeshadow color and just do it all over your eyes, like anything honestly. Or even if you have like naturally just pigmented eyelids, if you just don't apply concealer over it, that's gonna give dimension to your eyes anyways. Okay, now I'm gonna do my brows. Again, I don't do anything drastic to my brows. I'm just using the Charlotte Tilbury Browcheat Micro Precision Brow Pencil. I'm the shade dark brown, and I think a common mistake that I've made for years is just picking the darkest brow shade, but actually, even if you have black hair, dark brown is like the best brow shade for us. And I already have pretty full brows. All I do is I just line it on the bottom, and anywhere that I see any sort of a gap, I'm just like using feathery strokes. And the reason why I like these micro tip ones is because you get the most control as well. You can also use other brow products like brow gels, which like tinted brow gels, which is much easier to just work through your brows, but I feel like I don't really get a lot of control with that, so I like to use these pencils instead and make it look the most natural. So yeah, I just like fill in some spots and then take the brush side and blend it in. I feel like if you guys are getting the point of my makeup, it's just like just do a little and then like blend everything in and just hope it like looks good. Okay, I feel like that looks decent enough. And for mascara, I've been loving the Merit mascara because it gives the most like natural look. It's not too it's not like clumpy or gives volume or anything. It gives just like really nice length. And again, on an everyday basis, I'm way too lazy to curl my lashes, so instead I just like apply the mascara with this funny face. And also don't forget to do your bottom lashes because that really completes the eye. Okay, so wherever you like kind of have that mascara, take this side of your brow product, like the spoolie side, that's the word I was looking for, and just like lightly go over it, and then it should take it off super easily. And then just to like kind of complete my eyes a little bit more, as in South Asian women, I always go in with eyeliner in my waterline. I like to use a Kulfi eyeliner in Chiku. I always used to use black, but I've been loving just brown there. I feel like it's more subtle, and yeah, I like to just even do like just the corners a little bit and feel that like instantly, like for some reason, like completes the look. And then for lip, I'm gonna go in with Mango People Multistick in Jaipur again. It's like a really pretty rosy nude. And again, everything is about being super messy and just blending it. And I don't really love super like rosy pinky shades. I like more of like a mauve shade. So what I like to do is go in with the Tower 28 gloss in Almond, and I like to put this all over, and I feel like this mutes the shade down a little bit. Okay, and then for the finishing touch, you can add a little bit of setting spray. I just like to do this to kind of blend all the products together, but I didn't even use any powder products today, but I'm gonna still do it. I like the Item Beauty One Hit Mist. It actually has a really nice mist and feels really refreshing. Kind of let that fan it out a little bit. Okay, and here's my makeup look all complete. I'm gonna give you guys that close-up of my skin. And overall, I think this is like a great basic makeup routine that I like to just follow. And I hope this was easy to understand and helpful to kind of see me walk through the process step by step. And if you have any questions or doubts, then let me know in the comments and I'll try to get back to you. Or if you have any suggestions for future videos, let me know in the comments as well. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed, and make sure to like, comment, and share this video and subscribe to this channel as well. I'm trying to post weekly on here, and also if you haven't yet, follow me on Instagram and TikTok where I post more shorter review form content. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone.